Welcome to 10 Minutes to Refuel with Pastor Jim Diehl. And here we are on a December day that is warm enough in Lakewood, Colorado that we're outside on the deck here of our home. And welcome to you. Okay, I've got a little story to tell you that has become kind of a big thing. It all started over in Nebraska. When I was the district superintendent, that means I was over all of the Nazarene churches in Nebraska. One of the wonderful men of the district, of the state, came to me one day and gave me a fair amount of money. And he said, I want you to help these pastors, especially in these smaller churches. If they're riding in a car with bald tires, go buy them a set of tires. If his wife hasn't had a new outfit for months and months, go give them money. Tell them to go buy something new. If their kids need something, you take care of it. Don't you ever tell my name, or else that'll be the last dollar I ever give you. But that man gave me money every year to help people within our Nebraska connection of Nazarene churches, and that kind of started me in giving to others from that money given to me. Well, then we got to jump a few years. I was elected general superintendent in the Church of the Nazarene. That means a whole lot of international travel, and I would write a letter like this on paper like this to a little mailing list of 100 of family and friends. I'd tell them what happened in that country and what happened at the border of that country, and God only knows what else. And it was kind of hilarious. But then I started to find needs everywhere in the world. So I started to give that missionary $50, and I gave that group $50, and I gave that pastor $50 US. And I bought Bibles for pastors that had their Bibles burned in the streets over there in Democratic Republic of the Congo. And I was able to buy 50 Bibles for 50 pastors, and I would tell about that. Well, the people would start sending me back the money. Say, go do it again, do it again. And now I'm not doing the international travel, but I had to kind of get formalized with all of this, so I gave it a name, the Barnabas Fund. And I got all of that right out of the New Testament, the book of Acts, chapter 4, and right there in verse 36 and 37, talking about the brand new, on fire, early church. And Joseph, who was also named Barnabas by the apostles, which is translated son of encouragement, a Levite from the country of Cyprus, having land, sold it, brought the money, and laid it at the apostles' feet. The man had some land, he saw the needs, sold the land, gave the apostles the money, they distributed to those in need, and that was Barnabas. Well, that's what this fund is. It's the Barnabas Fund. Now, I've got to tell you, make sure you hear this. I've got some rules with this. And by the way, we are incorporated, and we are incorporated with the state of Colorado. And 2 weeks ago, I just sent in my annual report to them. However, we were approved by IRS. But if you remember a few years ago, IRS started kicking out conservative religious groups, and I got kicked out in the process, I being the Barnabas Fund. And so there is not income tax credit if anybody gives to this. It's only heartwarming and obeying God and that kind of thing. Okay, now, instead of running around the world, I have found needs everywhere I go, and I then try to tell people in one way or the other about the needs, and they'll write a check and say, hey, go give it again, help somebody else. Like one brother wrote me a note and he said, go feed Barnabas, and put a check in there. Well, then I keep track of every dollar that comes in and of every dollar that goes out and to whom it goes out to, because I wanted everything clear. This is what I was starting to tell you about a minute and a half ago. One of the rules is no dollar from Barnabas will ever go to Jim Diehl or to anybody in the Diehl family. I know there are skeptics out and about the world. Somebody might say this is the way Diehl is doing things to put his grandkids through college. Not on your life. If I don't have integrity, well then don't send me any money, whatever you do. But I am the middleman. The people send the money to me, name it the Barnabas Fund. I give it out to others and let them know that Barnabas and I wanted to help you. I have a special heart for widows. I know why. Because my wife's mom, my mother-in-law, her husband, her preacher husband, died at age 63. Mom Stanley lived for 30 more years on Social Security and a tiny pension. I saw the sacrifice that she had to make. In fact, we ended up just saying, send us your house payment booklet, we'll pay it, you can't do it. And I saw many widows are very tight financially. Well, I have a heart for them. So in December, I give money every month. But in December, that's the big month. And that's when I get Christmas cards and I write to a list of widows that I have. And then evangelist. If you don't know what an evangelist is, it's like a missionary, except they're right in the United States. You would know by COVID, you would know that their income's way down, and so I will send some money to some preaching evangelists or missionaries. And then I send it to real people in real need. That takes in a whole lot. Let me just read just a few of the thank yous that have come. What a blessing Barnabas is to us, but also countless others in ministry. You plant seeds of kindness every day. Thank you. That one was from Indiana. This one, thank you for your card and the surprise gift. I thank you for your love and prayers. Mississippi. That's this one. Thank you for your card and note. Your check was greatly appreciated also. It helped me during these dark days after my husband's death. That came from Arizona. Ohio, thank you for your generous love gift. I feel so unworthy to receive it, but I do receive it with a grateful heart. Ohio. Arkansas, what a delightful surprise I found in my mail. You have no idea how this generous gift has helped me. Thank you, Arkansas. New York, thank you so much for your generous love gift. You have been so faithful to pray and to give us hope. God is faithful. On and on it goes. I have this mailing list of 100. That's about as far as I've gone with that. Several of them have said to me, why don't you tell people about the Barnabas Fund so they could either also give or at least pray that your giving will be magnified in some manner. And so I've decided to spend this 10-minute time telling you about the Barnabas Fund. None of it goes to me. I'm only the middleman. I will never keep a dollar. If any of you feel led, you want to send a check, I hope I can do what I did last December. I was able to give away $10,000. That would be to 100 people, $100 apiece. I sure hope I can do it again this December. If you want to send a check, The address is the Barnabas Fund, P.O. Box 36227, Denver, Colorado 80236. If you don't feel led to give, that's all right. But give something to somebody this Christmas month. Give something to a needy person. You can do this, and I'll give it out and make sure somebody needy gets it. But do that. And by the way, you know what Jesus said over there in Luke chapter 6. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure pressed down, running over, will be put into your lap. With the same measure you use, it will be measured to you. You can't outgive God. Thank the Lord. Okay, I'm going to put my check also in the barn. I'd put a check in too. I give to it. If you didn't get this and you want it, just stop your machine and you can read it there or see it again. Send this on to somebody else. It might encourage them to give to somebody. Christians are generous. May it be so. And God bless you, and Merry Christmas.